Welcome to Your Two Cents, where we tell you our opinion, then ask for yours. According to a recent Pew survey, 21% of cell phone owners use their phone, and only their phone, to connect to the internet. In other words, their phone is the only way they get online. This is a strikingly high number, even if you factor in those people who only own a phone, say, and not like a desktop or laptop. What about you guys? How much do you access the internet through your phone?
Well, I'll start out on that one. I use mine strictly as a way to find restaurants, gas stations, things like that when I'm out traveling. Like this weekend when we were driving around the Northern California area, I had to find a car wash gas station to
Sure.
get the car wash before we dropped it back off to the person we borrowed it from. And yeah, I mean, I do that. I'll look up a restaurant. I'll look up, like TJ Maxx or something like that on there to find if there's a local one.
Right,
But
right.
but
So
I
you can
can't
branch out in your TJ Maxx going.
exactly. I want
So
to go global.
are you actually using like the internet app to do this, or are you using like I don't know, like the Google Maps app or Yelp or something like that to
No,
do
the
this?
actual internet. I use
Oh,
Chrome on my
okay.
phone, so I'll just do the text to speech and type in like gas station with car wash, and it'll automatically know where I am and show pull
Sure.
up the pull up the closest one. So
Hmm.
I can't imagine people using that as their one and only access to the internet, though. That just seems really weird.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I mean, if it's all you have, then you have to. But yeah, if you have other options and you're still like, I don't know, maybe they use a computer at work and they don't want to come home and use a computer at home, so they have like a mobile device that they use that way. I thought you, Dan, would be using apps for that type of stuff. It's interesting to see that you go like right to the internet app to search for that stuff. I would just assume you'd gone for an app. Lewis, how about you? How do you use the internet on your phone?
I'd say I'm about 60-40. 60% of the time I'm on the laptop, 40% of the time on the smartphone.
Hmm.
Wow.
And the way I use it is, again, apps.
Hmm.
Be it Google Maps, Foursquare, Twitter, or a lot of times if I'm out and, like I walk by a restaurant and I was like, oh, this restaurant, I have a good review, whatever.
Hmm.
I'll do a quick lookup, or just a quick lookup of restaurants that are around in the neighborhood that I'm at. Or, I find myself doing this a lot of times too. Like, if it's like Friday, Saturday night, I'm bored, have nothing to do, I'll fire up Netflix, I'll look through the
Hmm.
movies, and then I'll look up for a review on my phone. Having my laptop in front of me on the coffee table, I still choose to look up the review on my smartphone,
Hmm.
and then I
Really?
decide like, oh, I'll watch this or I'll watch that. Yeah.
Now, why is
What
that?
about
Why do you
like
choose? Why do you choose a smartphone over the
Absolute
laptop?
laziness. Absolute
Oh, okay,
laziness. I'll
gotcha.
admit,
yeah.
because it's like I'm on the couch and the laptop's on the coffee table and the smartphone's like right here in my hand. I'm like, okay, I'll just look it
Right.
up here.
I
Okay.
totally agree. I mainly use the browser app on my phone if I'm sitting on the couch and I don't want to get up and go to my laptop, which is literally 6 feet away
Right,
from
right,
my couch,
and
you
it's
know?
on, and Firefox is on. All I have to do is type in the name of
Oh.
the movie, but yet I still choose my
Right.
smartphone.
See, now you were saying, and I'm guessing you discounted the time that you're using the internet for work. Like you're saying outside of work applications, you're using
Right.
how you're using the internet. So if you're using apps, but what about actually using the internet? Do you ever actually just like load up a browser and use it for something, anything on your
Yeah,
phone, or
I
are
do.
you
Like
just
sometimes for reading articles, like if through Twitter I see a link to an article that I find interesting, I'll read the full article
right?
on my smartphone. I mean, sometimes if it's like a 5-page article, then I'm like, all right, I need to bookmark this and look it up online tonight. But I find myself more and more being capable of reading like a longer article on my smartphone
Hmm.
versus before I would be like, nah, that's too long for the smartphone. Now I'm finding myself using it more and more.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I found that the way that I use the internet on my phone is kind of a weird mixture. Like you said, Lewis, if I link to something from Twitter, like someone posts something, and I hit it and it opens up the browser, I'll read it that way. But I also use it for kind of like random searches, again, because I'm too lazy to get up and go to my actual computer. Like, for instance, right now, the 4 tabs that are open on my phone are one, a chronological list of every appearance of Adam Warlock in the Marvel Universe.
Wow.
Two, the same list but for Wolverine. A website about a haunted house in New Jersey that I want to visit. and my own website, summerjam.com, so I can check recent posts and formatting and make sure that there are no typos for people reading it on a phone at summerjam.com. So, but I mostly rely on apps for information, and I only do go to the internet for very few things. But the things that I do are kind of a grab bag, all told. Well, that's our 2 cents. What about you, viewers? In the comments below, tell us how much you use internet access via your phone. You can also tell us what you're looking at. Just keep it clean. For
Please.
DealNews.com, along with Dan Ledbetter and Luis Ramirez, I'm Jeff Summergy. Goodbye.